Good morning, everyone. Today is I'd like to share with you the messianic model of church planting. As we know, Jesus came here to plant His church in Matthew 16:18. Ang sabi doon, I also say unto you that you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overpower it. So Jesus came to plant His church. And in Matthew chapter 4, verse 23 to 25, He specified from His action what is the messianic model of church planting. And I would like to read with you Matthew 4, 23 to 25 from NIV. Jesus went throughout Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness among the people. News about him spread all over Syria, and people brought to him all who were ill with various diseases, those suffering severe pain, the demon-possessed, those having seizure, and the paralyzed, and he healed them. Verse 25, large crowd from Galilee, the Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and region across the Jordan followed him. So this is a text that we're going to be a model, discuss to decipher the model of messianic model for church planting. What the first thing he did was he saturated the area. Saturation. According to the verse, Jesus went throughout Galilee teaching in their synagogues. So sa synagogue siya nagpunta. Jesus went at the very heart of the Jewish cultural and religious society. Alam naman natin itong synagogue, it was implemented by the Pharisees because during the time, the Roman Empire who is reigning in all Judea and Samaria and in Israel, prohibited the gathering of Jews sa malaking gathering, parang na-quarantine sila in our time right now. So, the Pharisees invented the idea of the synagogue system, yung mga small group na nagmi-meeting sa mga bayan-bayan, and they will discuss religious and social matters. Mga announcements sa society, mga public announcement, and then especially the reading of the Torah. Dito mismo pumasok sa Panginoon. Dito mismo pumasok siya the very heart of Jewish culture and religious society. And he introduced a radical model of way of life that practically applies the Old Testament. Kasi during that time, hindi na ina-apply ang Old Testament eh. Ang sinunod ng tao masyado yung Mishnah, at saka yung Talmudic writing na sinulat ng mga rabbi. At hindi na ito yung totoong Old Testament, yung Torah. Di na, kaya ang ginawa ng Panginoon, pinakita niya yung anong totoong tinuturo ng Biblia ng Old Testament. Kaya nagulat ang mga tao kasi, halimbawa, during Sabbath, merong sabbatical law, bawal magtrabaho. Dinefine ng Talmudic writing yung work as in anything that you do with your both hands. Pero, ang kaya ginawa nila, pag isa lang ang nagtatrabaho sa kamay mo, hindi work yun. Kaya pwede ka magtrabaho, isang kamay lang. Pero alam natin, ang Panginoon in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, ang sabi niya, do you think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophet? I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. So the Lord interpreted the New Testament, the Old Testament, as it is. Kaya nagulat ng mga tao. So yun yung tawag natin, sinaturate niya yung heart ng tao at sa iba't ibang area. Sumunod doon yung proclamation. He proclaimed the good news of the kingdom. Yung sabi ng verse natin. To proclaim means to announce. Sa Greek word, keruzo. Para bang isang nag-announce ka ng isang public announcement. At nandun ka, nag-declare ka. No? Kaya dito, pinakita natin yung announcement na yan. Nagbahay-bahay siya. At in-announce niya yung the coming of the kingdom. After the announcement, o tinatawag nating declaration, nagkaroon ng manifestation. Healing every disease and sickness among the people. So ito yung tinatawag nating minanifest niya with power yung Word of God. Hindi lamang siya nagsalita, kundi pinakita niya yung salita ng Diyos ay makapangyarihan at merong power. Kaya nga, in-apply niya yung tinatawag nating messianic calling sa Luke chapter 4 verse 17 na ito'y galing sa book of Isaiah. Yung sabi nga nun, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because He anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recover of the sight of the blind, to set those who are oppressed, proclaim the favorable year of the Lord. So ito yung kanyang in-apply sa buhay niya na natala sa Isaiah. Pinulfill niya yan sa kanyang buhay na natala sa Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1 and 2 yung messianic prophecy, no? So after ng manifestation, nagkaroon ng proliferation. Proliferation. Kumbaga yung salita ng Diyos ipinahayag niya sa tao at ito ay kumalat. Kasi nga nagmanifest. And then, nagkaroon ng proliferation na nakita na rin ng mga tao. Kaya sabi dun sa verse na yun, news about him spread all over Syria and people brought to him all who were ill with various disease. Those suffering severe pain, the demon-possessed, those having seizure, and the paralyzed, and he healed them. So the gospel with power and authority from God in Matthew chapter 9 verse 7, sabing ganun, verse na 8 pala, but when the crowd saw this, they were awestruck and glorified God who had given such authority to men. So nakita nila na may power yung preaching ng Panginoon, kaya ito'y dumami, kumalat. Ano? Kaya after ng proliferation, nagkaroon ng mass conversion. Kaya dito, large crowd from the Galilee, the Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and region across the Jordan followed him. So large crowd came to him, bringing with them those who were lame, crippled, mute, and many others, as they laid them down to his feet and healed them. So the crowd marveled as they saw the mute speaking, the crippled restored, and lame walking, and the blind seeing, and they glorified the God of Israel. So nagkaroon ng tinatawag nating proliferation. Kaya nagkaroon ng mass conversion. No? Maraming mga tao nakakilala sa Panginoon. Maraming mga tao tumanggap sa Panginoon because of that approach na ginawa ng Panginoon. Kaya tayo mahalaga mag-share tayo ng salita ng Diyos. Mag-share means to synergize. No? Pagsamasamahin natin ang effort natin. And then to harmonize. No? Alamin natin yung target area natin, i-harmonize natin yung gospel, i-design natin doon yung gospel presentation sa ating mga taong nakakasalamuha. Ano yung nakakahuli sa kanila? Parang magmimingwit ka, ano yung paborito ng isda na kainin? Kaya din ilalagay mo sa pain mo. I-harmonize mo yung message mo sa target people group mo. Then you analyze your strategy. You analyze your approach. You analyze your plan para makita mo ang direksyon ng Panginoon talaga. And then revitalize. Makita mo na may power yung gospel na dala mo. Hindi lamang puro salita. Hindi makita nila merong transformation of heart, merong tinatawag natin conversion, merong power and authority. And sunod dyan, epitomize. Epitomize means pamuhay mo. Makita sa'yo. Makita yung kalagayan mo na ikaw ay totoong Kristiyano na nangangaral na may ginagawa yung sinasabi. Kaya yun, no? Share. S, synergize, harmonize, analyze, and then revitalize, epitomize. So ito yung maikli lamang, pero gusto kong maunawaan natin, ito ang sinasabi ng Panginoon sa atin. kung tayo mag-church planting, especially in this time of lockdown ng ating mga bayan-bayan, gawin natin yung approach ng Panginoong Yesus in a small way. God bless you all. May the Lord continue to bless us. Amen.